hanging out for 82 episodes making Big Boom Boom. A special guest tonight. Really, really different. She's not only a social media master, I think she's a superstar salon leader slash manager slash coach. She's got everybody in her salon on social media. She went to Summit. I'm going to tell you her story. Named Miss Allison Rodriguez Jones, Salon Bella V, Plymouth, Michigan. Please, will you? She is just awesome. Now, before I bring her up, I want to just give a little bit of a context about who she is and why I think you giving her your ear should matter, especially if you're a Summit Salon owner and or a service provider. She's only 29 years old, level 4A, soon to be a shareholder in a family-owned business. The salon opened in 2009. Mom opened it up. Mother's been a hairdresser for many, many moons, okay? Just retired not long ago. Now, Allison and sister are stepping up. Salon went to Summit in 2015, and that's when Big Boom Boom began. And now works with Summit Coach. I think she'll tell me when we get on. I think it's Shannon, but don't hold me to it. Shannon, and Shannon's just off the charts. So what else can I tell you about her? She's not only does she qualify as a service provider, so she really gets warmed up in the salon 2015, at 60 grand on a W-2 plus gratuities. Shoots another, blows it up to another 20 grand, to 80,000 in 2016. And then in 2017, she's trending to, crack the infamous six-figure thing. I know, Cassie, so she's making Big Boom Boom. 25 guests a week, 4 days a week. Average ticket, triple digit. Haircut price is just over $50, so she's running at 2.5 times haircut price, which tells me she's coloring anything that moves, rebooking over half of who she serves. And this is what's interesting. She's running at over 240 plus referrals this year. She's like the salon, Salon Bella V's, referral rainmaker on freaking steroids, man. So she's just crushing it. And she's hitting all the marks. I mean, iPhone 7 Plus, 25 guests a week, 15 guests she is doing photography, posting 4 to 5 times. Instagram at Bella V Plymouth. So if you can check out her pages and all of her people's pages, and you'll see that she's very much in the game. But this is the other thing that I think she brings to the table tonight, is that she also is a part of the salon's business. So the salon's doing about $300,000 a year in 2015 when they go to Summit. Look at that. It goes to $524,000. That's like a 42% increase, in sales. And then this year it's trending to do $820,000, which is 56% growth there. So this is a combination, I think, of, Summit level charts, planners, guest handling, all that stuff. But she's also really, really, really on a social media game. The first salon owner, manager, leader that I know of where everyone in the salon, I think she's got 13, 14 hairdressers that work in the salon, they are all on social media. They're coached on social media. It's part of the one-on-one practice. That's what I wanted to have her on tonight so that we could begin the conversation. I have a funny feeling we're going to bring her back as well. So having said all of that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her up now. And the way I'm going to do that, there she is. Give it up, will you, for Allison? Did you hear me bragging on you?
Yes, I did.
Nice. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a few minutes tonight, Allison.
Thank you. I'm glad to be with you on your birthday.
Oh, thank you. Just give us a nutshell of, kind of like how you got into the business, and especially, in a nutshell, what's happened to you and your family since you got on Summit, and how social media plays on that. And then I'm going to bring them into your 4-step practice.
All right. I graduated high school in 2006, and I went pretty much right to beauty school. My sister and I attended at the same time, although she's 6 years older than I. we went our separate ways to different salons, and then 2 years into our careers, we decided to open our salon business with our family, Salon Bella Vie, with our mom. So that wasn't my mom's first business, but it was her first business with us. And the idea was that she would eventually hand the business over to us at some point, but definitely did not have any idea where we were actually going and where we ended up until 2015 when we went to.
And that sounds like that was the great definable moment, pivotal point for you guys, because you went to 300, and I showed the world your stats, cracked 500 the next year, and now you're going to crack 800 this year. So that's nothing short of phenomenal. So I really want you to, because, as I was, we were doing kind of like the pre-interview call. At first I thought I'm going to bring you on as a social media, hair master, and then it became apparent that you have something really, really profoundly, potently powerful going on in your salon culture, and that is everyone that works at Salon Bella Vie has been trained by you to become a social media master. Talk a little bit about that.
So I've always been into social media. Every time something, new social media came up, I got that page and it clicked for me pretty quickly, but I didn't realize that doesn't happen for everyone. So when I started getting associates that maybe weren't on Facebook or weren't on Instagram, I was like, we have to get you on. You can't not be. So my first couple of associates naturally changed their Instagram and their Facebook names to their name, Bella Vie. And I was like, that's pretty cool, even though I didn't ask them to do that. But after about my third associate, I realized we need to make this part of our culture. This is what we do. You start here, you open your Facebook page, we get you going right off the bat. And then, there's no hiccups, there's nothing. That's all they know from the very beginning when they start here, is that they promote themselves on social media, and we're here to help them and back them in case, they don't understand it maybe as clearly as we would expect them to.
And every now and then, I think in interviewing you, the pre-interview, you said you've had, a service provider or so that would say, gee, this is just too much for me because it's part of your culture. And that's just something that it is what it is, right?
Yeah, we've lost a couple from that. So.
Yeah. Now, I really want you to take us through because you have like a body of knowledge this big, and we've got a window of time this narrow. So I wanted to just take a chunk, like the very first part of this, and we've put it into a four-step best practice, and to really maybe walk us through, each one of the 4 steps. And the first one is what you call preparing the imagery. So what is that?
So, they need pictures of their work. They need to know exactly who they are as a stylist. And they need to be taking before and after pictures and have a really, clean pictures of their work.
And then you then take them to step 2, which is really, really big. And I want to just I don't want to say warn the viewers, because what you're about to share is a brand new feature that you told me Facebook just launched a couple of months ago, where you're coaching them now to not convert the page, but duplicate the page. And yes. I don't want to give it away. So talk about what that is and kind of what the moves are on that.
All right. So I coach them to take their personal page, and technically you are converting your personal page into a business page, but you're not getting rid of your personal page. You're keeping your personal page with your personal friends, and then you're gaining a business page with all of the same friends, only now they're likes, and you don't have to ask them to follow you or like your page. They just automatically convert over.
So I want to really make sure that the viewer really heard what you said, because I think the average Facebook page has, 300 friends, give or take. And what you're saying is there is now a feature on Facebook where you can duplicate or convert those people into a business page without losing your friend page. So it's almost like you're having your cake and eating it too.
Absolutely. You still can be on your personal page with your personal friends, but now you also have those people on your business page as your likes or your future clients.
I love it. This is really great news. And what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'll put some links that you'll get from me so that we can actually show people where to go to begin that process. That process has never, I mean, you were mentoring me on it, and it's never been simpler. I mean, frankly, a year ago, that was a rocket science IT move, and now they've made it very, very basic. Go to step 3 because you start talking about how to convert your friends to likes and that there's a window of time to get that all handled.
Yeah, so Facebook gives you 14 days to convert your friends into likes. So you need to be ready to put all your work on this page and get a profile picture up and get a cover photo up and get some statuses up so that when you convert those friends over to likes, they go to your page and they already see what's going on. They don't have to wonder, why did they invite me to this page and there's nothing on it?
Yeah, and what I absolutely love about this, and correct me if I'm wrong because I don't want to give false information, but as you were coaching me, if they want to, you can click a button and have all of your friends show up as likes, or you can like scroll through that friend list and decide who you're going to bring over and who you're not.
Yeah, it actually breaks it down for groups. So it might show you like your high school groups. For me, it showed me high school. It showed me the city I grew up in. It showed me the city I currently live in. And it kind of pulls all that information you ever give in Facebook. And then you can go ahead and maybe select all the people that live in the city you live in currently and all of the friends that you went to high school with. And you can be done right there. Or you can select all and you can invite all of your friends over to your page and they'll automatically be liked.
I mean, this is extraordinary. 4th step, you talk about, as now that you've got set on a business page, posting new content as soon as possible. Give us the gist of what you mean by that.
I think it's really important that once you start that Facebook page that you're sticking with it. Because there's nothing worse than being really motivated at the beginning, populating it, and then never posting again for 2 more months, and then posting a couple of pictures. You really need to be on it. So posting promotions, posting that you're excited about your new chapter in your life, you're excited about this new salon that you started working at, and some pictures of your work, of course, a couple selfies so people can get to know you as a person, and just really giving them information so that when they go to that page, they see your work, they see who you are, they see your promotions that you're offering, and they also see that you're really excited about your career.
Nice. And then there's so much I want to give the audience tonight in a short period of time, but you actually gave me the page names on both Instagram and Facebook of all of your people. And I went and I literally vetted all of them out, and it's just remarkable. So that tells me, just by looking at it, I saw a sync, a timing, and as you and I chatted, you were going, well, of course, I actually do some one-on-one coaching sessions with my people, and then in between coaching sessions, you actually were giving me copies of, you text. That's one of the ways that you keep in touch with your people in between meetings. Give us a nutshell of what that looks like.
So when I first bring someone on to our team, I'll meet with them sometime in that first week, and I'll sit down and look at their social media with them, and I'll look at what they've got. So that's when we initially go ahead and convert everything to a business page the correct way, and that's when we get their Instagram going and all that good stuff. Then I give them about a week to work on that page and get their friends transferred over to likes. And then I'm also keeping an eye on their page and just kind of watching how they post, because some people, may post, edit their photos, not as tastefully. And some people just have no idea how to do any of that, how to take a good photo. So I'll help them with that. And I like to do it over text message because then they can refer back to it. And I just feel like we've all had a conversation before where we hang up and we go, I don't even remember what they said. So I think it's really important that I have these conversations with them over text so that they can go through and scroll through our whole entire conversation and reread what I told them, and they can study.
I mean, you are the epitome of, 29, so you're like a sophomore to a junior to senior millennial. You're very, very mobile. You're very digital. You sit down and you're guiding your people through it. And I've actually read many, many text messages that your people have sent to you. Thank you. You've made this so much easier for me. OMG, I didn't know that. So that you have your monthly one-on-ones where you train them, and then you're like on a daily basis in real time, you and your people, you're guiding them via texting, which I think is just, it's got young millennial written all over it because, we all have this, if you touch my mobile, I'll kill you. And now, you've got them actually playing with it. You're engaging with them. So this is really, really, really leading edge stuff.
Oh, yeah. I think that's just really important to kind of embrace that they are even, interested in posting on technology, and then just really helping them get good at it.
Well, listen, we're out of time, but I'm going to put you on the spot that you have a body of knowledge, and we've covered a chunk of it to kind of get the world's attention. I would love to bring you back to do at least one, maybe a couple more encores on this conversation. Would you be willing to do that with us and for us?
For sure. I would absolutely love to.
All right, good. Well, I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to kind of summarize, what we said tonight, and then I'll get in touch with you after tonight to kind of keep the conversation going.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Give it up one more time, will you guys? Miss Allison Rodriguez Jones. You can hang out with us on Facebook.com/Michael Cole OTT, as in over the top. You can also hang out with us on Instagram.com/Michael Cole BGTD, as in Who Goes to Dynamite. I'm going to also encourage you to get to SummitSalon.com, because that's where the community engages. And in there, it's a whole universe as to what Summit is, if it's the next chapter in your life. If you hit SummitSalon.com/MC Live, you'll see all of the previous episodes that have already been curated and organized and vetted out for you, so you won't have to go hunting for them on YouTube. So I hope you take us up on that. We now have various web pages that have calculators that help you to set your income goal for annual, break it down monthly, weekly, daily. We call it the magic payday. And so that you can begin using your planner to fill up your windows of time, looking out the day, the week, the month. How many windows of time do I have so that I can use social media to fill those windows with high tickets so that I don't have to concern myself with upselling, filling the windows by upselling, that those windows are already filled. And so we do that by using our apps as well as our planner. So I hope you take advantage of that. And of course, there is the tracking app that we use that really, measure what you treasure. All this stuff now we have on mobile. So it's all automated, so you don't have to do the analog writing down anymore. You can just kind of hang out on that. So I really do hope that you take us up on it. Now, in ending, I always like to end with gratitude because these are our sponsors. Summit Salon Business Partner Summit Salon Business Center is an exclusive partner of L'Oreal PPD. Summit Salon Business Center sponsors, this is their channel. So this isn't a Michael Cole thing, it's a Summit over the top thing that we hang out. And these are all of the brands that represent L'Oreal professional products, from Redken to Matrix to L'Oreal Professional to Schuh to Mazzani to Kerastase to Baxter. I mean, it goes on and on. Pureology, Essie, Decolor. These are all of the brands that sponsor the work, so we hope that you support us by hanging out with Salon Centric and State Beauty and RDA. So give it up for all those guys, will you? So on behalf of it's always a great show. I'm going to bid you farewell, and then we'll see you next week.